Today we're going to talk about the probationary evaluation process for new custodial and facilities and operations employees. Any F&O employee starting new to the district after January 2018 is employed under probationary status for the first 6 months that they work for us. These new employees will receive a 90-day and a 180-day evaluation. Continued employment with the district is contingent upon successful completion of the probationary period. If the performance evaluations during the probationary period are not satisfactory, then employment may be immediately terminated. As the supervisor, it is your responsibility to train and evaluate your crew members. Completing the 2 probationary evaluations will be done by head custodians and shop foremen. As with annual evaluations, they will be approved by the custodial area managers or facilities manager. Timely completion of these evaluations is essential, and they must be prepared correctly. As with the annual evaluations, this should be considered a legal document. The same probationary evaluation form is used for both the 90-day and 180-day evaluations. The file can be accessed from Google Drive in the Head Custodian Information site under Forms, or alternatively, it can be accessed from the Head Custodian University site. Just like any of the stored files on the Head Custodian Information site, you will need to download the file directly to your computer to edit it. In this example, let's go ahead and open the evaluation form on the Head Custodian University Probationary Employment Period page by clicking on the pop-out icon in the top right corner of the document. This will open it in Google Drive. Notice that you can't edit anything from here. You have to click on the download icon in the top right corner of the screen, and once it's downloaded, you can click on the file in the bottom left of your screen to open it. It's opened in Microsoft Word with only specific fields that you can edit. In order to edit the document, you'll have to click View and Edit Document. Now you can type in the selected fields. You'll notice that the second page of the evaluation form contains the standards by which you will be evaluating your new employees. The key thing to remember is that you need to be consistent with all of your new employees and actively train them to these standards over the course of their probationary employment. If a new employee is failing any of the probationary employment standards, it should not be a surprise at the time of the evaluation. So let's take a moment to describe the standards that we're grading on for the probationary employment period. Each of the 6 standards is graded as either satisfactory or unsatisfactory. For the first standard, core capabilities, the employee should be demonstrating through their actions a commitment to the facilities and operations core expectations. Is the employee generally positive, even in the face of adversity? Are they responsive to your directions and customer requests? Do they communicate effectively with their supervisors, customers, and coworkers? Are they friendly and polite even under stress? If they commit to something, do they follow through? Do they use resources such as supplies and company time wisely? Are they both open to and suggest new ideas? Do they work well as a team? If they struggle in any of these areas, make sure you're addressing the concerns. For the second standard, customer service, we are specifically looking at how the employee responds to our customers. Are they appropriate when dealing with customer criticism? Do they respond appropriately to customer requests? All positions in facilities and operations work with customers, and it is critical that our new employees provide good customer service. For the quantity and quality of work standards, you should evaluate how well your new employee adapts to the workload that you assign to them. This is up to your discretion, but at the 90-day evaluation, employees should generally be able to successfully complete at least 80% of the tasks you are assigning, and 95 to 100% at the 180-day evaluation. The fourth standard, punctuality and attendance, is really simple. Is the employee clocking in and out correctly and on time? Are they correctly following the call-out procedure for missed shifts? These are really simple items to follow, but they really do demonstrate an employee's commitment to the job. For the fifth standard, we're looking at a new employee's adaptability. For this standard, you should quiz your employee prior to filling out the evaluation form. Can they correctly describe your expectations for prioritizing high workloads and short-staffed procedures? Lastly, a new employee should be able to physically demonstrate to you by the time of the probationary evaluation in person the correct way of performing an assigned job task that is essential to the position. For example, if that employee cleans restrooms every day, they should be able to show you the correct way how. As a supervisor, you're going to want to evaluate different essential job tasks at the 90-day evaluation and the 180-day evaluation. Remember that the expectation is not that a new employee leaves orientation and is completing tasks with the same efficiency and detail as a veteran employee. Skills take time to hone, and we want to evaluate our new employees accordingly. When filling out the probationary evaluation form, comments are always useful to describe to employees areas that they're working well, but they must be made in the event of an unsatisfactory rating in any of the standards. As part of the probationary evaluation process, we would like to know your opinion as to whether the employee should continue working for us or not. Under the supervisor recommendations section, you can select either retain employee or do not retain employee. If you feel like you want to select do not retain employee, you need to contact your manager first for further direction. Once you have completed the evaluation form, you will need to save the document and email it to your supervisor as an attachment. Click on the File button on the top left of the screen and select Save As. Choose Browse and select the destination that you would like to save it to. Edit the name. And click Save. Now you can email the completed document to your supervisor for approval by composing an email and then clicking on the paperclip on the bottom left of the screen and finding the file to attach it. I saved this one under Documents and John Doe Probationary Eval 1. Select Open. Send it to your supervisor, and hit Send. Now you've sent it off to your supervisor. Like the standard annual evaluations, after the probationary evaluation draft is approved by your custodial area manager, you should print off 2 copies, sign them, and present them to your probationary employee. Your employee may keep 1 copy, but you should sign the other, which will then be mailed back to your custodial manager. The document will be placed in their employee file. That concludes our training on the probationary evaluation process. As always, if you have any questions, please contact your supervisor.